And a great example of a business who has had to evolve as the world has shifted is a brand I think you have all heard of, and that is Guinness World Records. And to learn about Guinness World Records, I'd like to bring up Andy Wood, their finance director, and from our diamond sponsor and mutual partner Celigo, Gert-Jan Wijman. Fantastic. Thanks, guys. And Andy, I think everybody's heard of Guinness World Records. When I was a kid, tried to memorize the books every year. And you're known for, those records, the tallest man and the oldest dog, or the oldest man and the tallest dog. But your business has changed a lot. So can you tell us a little bit about how Guinness World Records has evolved?
Sure. So Guinness World Records has been on a bit of a journey of diversification over the past decade. Publishing industry has obviously had a lot of challenges over the last 10 or 20 years. And even though our book is still doing exceptionally well, we were #1 bestseller at Christmas, we had to diversify in order to survive and also to grow into the future. So we created 2 new business units within our business, consultancy and digital content. Consultancy is kind of a in-house creative agency where we use our expertise in record breaking and we sell our brand to other businesses and other organizations that want to weave record breaking into their PR and marketing campaigns. If you were a car production company and you wanted to do a stunt with your car as part of a new product launch, you could do that stunt, it would get a bit of PR coverage, but if it's a Guinness World Records breaking stunt, you're going to get a lot more attention. Digital content is also where we create record-breaking content and bring that to our customers through their social media accounts, or our social media accounts. And then also license our brand out to make brand new productions, and then we sell those programs worldwide.
Great. So all those changes, these new business models, what kind of challenges has that presented for you?
So we went from a very simple publishing business, selling a couple products across 2 different offices in the UK and the US. We went to then a very complex organisation with completely different businesses within it. Offices in Dubai, Tokyo, Beijing, London, and New York. And we found ourselves that the business wanted to evaluate and look at itself in different ways all the time, and we were struggling to keep pace with that. We needed to implement a new finance system that meant that we could adapt and be flexible and keep up with the rest of the business and give them what our stakeholders needed.
Great. And you've adopted NetSuite. How has that helped with these various transitions?
I think there's been 3 key ways that it's really helped us. The first part was that flexibility. We've had to change the structure of our organisation and the P&L a few times, and now that is no longer a month-long task of changing 100 different spreadsheets. It's now you change those areas in NetSuite and it ripples across the reporting. We've also got a wide ecosystem, and we need to make sure that NetSuite communicates and connects with the other parts of our business so that we can share that valuable customer data. And then finally, automation. So as our business has become more complex, we've needed to introduce automation so that we could keep up with the business again, but without adding extra headcount into that finance function.
Great. And you've had some help in this regard from Celigo. And I think many of you know Celigo. Thank you for being a diamond sponsor. You might not be as well known as Guinness World Records. So Gert-Jan, maybe you can give us a little background on Celigo.
Yeah, we're working hard on that, Andy, Evan. And thanks for inviting us over. It's really a pleasure to be back at SuiteConnect after 3.5 years. You were talking about your background a little bit. I can claim here that I'm 100% Dutch as far as I know, but I have a little detail here. And you know where I bought this? In California. So
playing to the crowd, playing to the crowd.
So about Celigo, so we are a developer of an integration platform as a service, an iPaaS, that's also called. And an iPaaS allows our customers to connect different applications and to run an end-to-end business process over the company, like quote to cash or order to cash. We have 5,000 common customers. We are an SDN partner, and we have more than 500 common customers here in Europe. So getting there.
Fantastic. And how specifically have you been working with Andy and his team at Guinness World Records?
Yeah, so Guinness World Records is a classical case of a company that started off with NetSuite as a foundational application and then wanted to integrate that with the CRM system, in this case another CRM system than NetSuite. And Celigo had a proposal for them with a best practice integrated business process. And that is a process that is shared by hundreds of our customers. And we can offer that as a proposal to a customer to start off with the best way of integrating these two applications. That is how they started. In addition, at a later stage, they added some custom flows to our platform in order to integrate an expense system. And we're now in a dialogue of building that further out to what we call an order-to-cash process that includes an online store and NetSuite again, etc.
Great. And so, Andy, how, from your perspective, how's it been working with Celigo?
It's been good. Yeah, the main area we had was that connection between Salesforce and NetSuite. We've got a lot of
Salesforce, get off the stage. You know, we're the oldest, so you really should be using NetSuite, but we like to say the first, actually. That's how we usually describe it. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
We had it before I joined, so I'm not...
All right, good.
At the moment, we have got a lot of information over there, but we've always struggled to then be able to connect it with our financials. So Celigo enables us to bridge those two systems, and we can now look at our business and analyze it in ways that we couldn't quite before. I mentioned the Certify. So we can now feed our expenses quite easily into the system. And then we're just looking to launch a brand new store selling merchandise to consumers. So that was with Shopify, and then maybe we can use Celigo then to make that connection, and then also with the payment provider PayPal.
Great, great. And so let's just talk a little bit about the future. Gert-Jan, what's on the horizon for Celigo?
Yeah, so specifically for EMEA, we're going to further expand to new countries. We opened, by the way, recently also in the APAC region, mostly following, wherever you guys are going. And we're investing in our support infrastructure. So we have a data center today in Germany. We're building out more infrastructure to provide reliable transactions for our customers. We process 12 billion transactions per month, all kind of orders and order transactions for customers. So really critical that we have the right uptime there with 99.99% today. So that's going pretty well. On the product side, what we're going to focus on is building out further our integration capabilities. Think here of things like B2B integration, data integration, and also API management. And going further, we want to evolve the platform into what we call an automation platform for hyper-automation initiatives for customers. So then we're going to look at new domains that we're going to add in the integration platform. Think here about RPA, so robotic process automation, or BPM and those kind of areas. So really exciting future, and looking forward to get through all that.
Great. Well, we're looking forward to working with you for many years ahead. And Andy, what does the future hold for Guinness World Records?
It was always exciting being at Guinness World Records, but we feel that in that PR and marketing sector that we were only really starting to scratch the surface of what is a massive industry. We're also, though, more aggressively pushing ahead with our plans to expand into the entertainment industry as we try and bring live record breaking to consumers. And we recently launched our in-house production arm, GWR Studios, which is where we can start to bring the expertise that we've got in creating great content around record breaking. We can now start to give that to our clients, and then also expand and try and identify opportunities for branded content and giving them access to our significant audience.
Well, fantastic, guys. Thanks so much. You have been the best guests so far at SuiteConnect 2023, so you hold that record for the time being. We'll see if it's broken. Great to have you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.